Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bomber Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfella of Sports TV. Bomb Squad, baby.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you, get 18% off. We out. All right, man, we back. Goodfella Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. You probably heard that Canelo and Ryota Murata negotiations fell out again. According to Dan Rayfield, don't nobody know why it fell out. What was the snag? I know originally it had fell out because Murata didn't want to turn around and fight so quickly. But I heard they was really trying to line that fight up for December. But Canelo is supposed to announce his fight next week. So get ready for it, man. We back, Goodfella Sports TV. Make sure that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Now, Billy Joe Saunders went on the offense to attack Ryota Murata, saying that he was 18-2, had 2 losses, and Canelo was fighting bums in the zone. Needed to stop, letting Canelo fight bums, and that he was a more worthy opponent than Canelo Alvarez, which I believe so. Murata looks totally different in Japan and over in Vegas. Now, he did lose in Japan. Most people thought it was a robbery versus Hassan Adam. And then he did lose over in America and Vegas to Rob Brandt. And that's how Rob Brandt got to deal with Top Rank. And then he beat Rob Brandt in a rematch over there in Japan. And I think he stopped Rob Brandt, looked stronger and more powerful. So I don't know if it's, the travel was draining him or what's the difference between fighting in Japan and fighting in America. But the gate probably would have did a lot of money for Canelo. It would have made Canelo an international star. But, really the problem was how many people were going to tune in the United States to watch him fight Murata in the middle of the morning. You know what I'm saying? Or early in the morning. That was the question. I heard the zone never approved Murata neither. It was something they was thinking about doing. But I guess they did give him the green light to negotiate. But Canelo, he does what he want to do. People say, why don't they force Canelo to fight Andrade, or they don't face Canelo to fight Triple G, and they don't force Canelo to fight, Triple G to fight Andrade. Because Canelo and Triple G do what they want to do in the zone. They even let Canelo restructure his contract where he didn't have to fight Triple G. Now, what happened with that is that Oscar De La Hoya lied to the zone and told the zone that, Canelo was going to fight Triple G as a part of his 10-fight deal. Now, it was technically 11, but the Rocky Fielding fight didn't count. And Canelo went to the zone and told them that he had no ambitions on fighting Triple G, and to restructure the deal. And they restructured the deal where he didn't have to fight Triple G again. But he will fight Triple G in September. Triple G will be fighting April 11th, either in his hometown of Kazakhstan or in Chicago versus mandatory Kamil Zamata. So that is the situation with Triple G. And he's joined Snack. But next week is expected, and I've been saying this from the beginning, it's been changing, and Canelo playing games. It's expected that he will fight Billy Joe Saunders, and that's the fight they will announce. So Callum Smith going to be sad. Maybe Callum Smith and Demetrius Andrade can get it on. He can move up, and maybe Callum Smith can move up and try to challenge Gilberto Ramirez or something like that. I know Gilberto Ramirez was with Eddie Hearn during the Tevin Farmer and JoJo Diaz card, and it was believed that he's trying to buy himself out of the Top Rank deal. So Gilberto Ramirez is not happy with Top Rank, and now he's looking at the zone. But to be honest, Top Rank is the place to be a light heavyweight. So it's unfortunate for him that he's trying to lead the promotional stable that, that's the top for, in the division. But, Eddie do got Dimitri Bivol. Gilberto Ramirez is in line for a mandatory shot at the vacant WBO title that Canelo left at the 175-pound level. So that's a little nugget right there. But like I said before, man, you never know with Billy Joe. Is he going to get the best Billy Joe? What the drug test is going to look like? Will he pass the drug test? Will Canelo pass the drug test? But the best Billy Joe, Saunders, give Canelo a good fight. You know what I'm saying? If Billy Joe can come out there and fight like he did versus David Lemieux, have that type of stamina, be crisp, get in shape. He should be getting in shape right now. You know what I'm saying? And one thing, me watching, lower level boxing and top tier boxing, one thing is a difference when you go to club fights. It's just not the technique, it's the stamina. You know what I'm saying? The ability to fight a strong 4, a strong 6, a strong 8, a strong 10, a strong 12. That's the biggest difference that I noticed. You know what I'm saying? And the difference is because the top fighters can afford the top strength and conditioning coaches. The bottom fighters can't. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the bottom fighters still working full-time and part-time jobs. But you know what? Billy Joe Saunders is better than Callum Smith right now, better than Ryota Murata as a fight. So Canelo is announcing it, about 8 weeks out, from the fight. So, like I said before, man, it's a little bit premature. They getting a little bit lax in when they announcing these fights. If you really want to build this fight up, even though the zone won't, they won't build this fight up. They'll promote it. They'll do the last stretch, the last leg. They'll promote it down the stretch and go real hard in the paint, and say, "Oh, get the zone Canelo down a week of the fight." So it don't really matter. But I think Canelo and Billy Joe is the best possible fight that they made out of the options of Callum Smith, Ryota Murata, and Billy Joe. Would I like to see him fight Demetrius Andrade? Yeah, but obviously Andrade just fought. Would I like to see him fight Jamal Charlo? Yeah, Jamal Charlo didn't want it. He's still, trying to patch things up. Callum Smith, he looked bad in his last fight, I heard, versus John Ryder. Heard he looked weight drained. He needs to just go ahead and move up. But other than that, other foes is there, for him. He go back to middleweight, if no Andrade, no Charlo, do we really want to put himself through what Derevchenko put Triple G in? No. And if he going to fight Triple G in September, so be it. And he might come back and fight Ryota in December, so be it. At the end of the day, when Canelo fight, it's for Mexican Americans and hardcore boxing fans. They always going to tune in to see what Canelo going to do. But Billy Joe Saunders is like a Rubik's Cube, Well, I wouldn't even say a Rubik's Cube. He really unpredictable. He one of those dudes that may rise to the occasion. He may not rise to the occasion. He talked a lot of junk over the years when Triple G and Canelo had their original press conference trolling them in the crowd. He talked a lot of junk. So he got to back those words up now. So he can't go in there and let Canelo dog walk him. He can't. He can't go in there and let Canelo dog walk him. So, he got the style to beat him. He ain't been fighting that style at super middleweight. He been looking flabby. He been just more hittable. His defenses fell off. But he got the footwork. He got the upper body movement. If he can get out there for 12 rounds and box and do what he did versus David Lemieux, he going to have a chance. He's going to have a chance to win the fight. But then again, you got to knock Canelo Alvarez ass out. He got to knock him out. But I wonder what Billy Joe negotiated for. That's the question. They said Billy Joe was pricing himself out. That's what they wanted to fight from the beginning. And then when Callum Smith looked bad, then they threw his name in there. I think Murata was just thrown in there as a negotiation tactic to get Billy Joe to sign the fight. That's why Billy Joe was so vocal and bashing Ryota Murata. Because remember, his trainer, Canelo trainer, Chapo's, whatever his name is, Eddie Reynoso, excuse me. He said he didn't want Canelo going from 75 down to 60, which is smart. You don't want to do the Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying? You want to move down gradually, 60, 68, 75, 68, and then Triple G at 60. You don't want him moving all the way down in weight to 60, then going to Japan, possibly. That's too much. Canelo body is versatile, but, I think the smart thing to do is move down gradually. And you got an opponent in Billy Joe that's been looking progressively worse since the David Lemieux fight. A guy that's looking more hittable. It's a guy that's going to pique some interest in the UK. They probably going to pick that up on Sky. It's a guy that's going to pique some interest in the United States a little bit amongst hardcore fans. But this is similar to the Kovalev fight a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I say that because Kovalev is only really recognized by hardcore boxing fans. Billy Joe is only really recognized by hardcore boxing fans. So all his opponents, weren't going to get that notoriety. It wasn't going to get that push. But then again, Canelo did fight Danny Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? He did fight Triple G before all this. But I do think he need to fight more name opponents. But in his division, it's not that superstar like Floyd Mayweather. It's not that, Errol Spence type of guy, that Crawford type of guy. It's not that, Deontay Wilder type of guy, Anthony Joshua type of guy in his division. Look at the divisions he's around. 60, if Charlo don't want it, Andrade, he don't want to fight Andrade. Andrade don't want to, however you want to put it. Who else down there? 75, David Benavidez, Plant. They with his own, you know what I'm saying? They still build up their notoriety. 75 is an international division. Short of Canelo fighting Gilberto Ramirez, you know what I'm saying, for Mexico, it's really nothing out there for him. You can say Jaime, but he building himself back up. So that is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? That link's in the description. Best way to donate is share the video. Let me know what you guys think. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfella Sports TV. And yeah, I'm hearing Billy Joe Saunders next. Murata fell out. You could probably see Murata in December or Murata not at all. But hey, appreciate it. We gone.